Hi, good evening. How you all doing? Today's 26th of March, and honestly and sincerely, I'm strong. Months before now, if I have any form of disagreement with myself, with anyone, I would flame up. I would get upset, blow out of proportion. I would flame up in the word flame up. I think I'm getting not just matured, but I think I'm getting wiser. So let me walk you through what happened today that made me understood I had gotten more matured. I was at the airport earlier today and I booked my flights online. So the way I do it is I don't really like booking ahead because I have this bad attitude of missing the flight. I've missed a lot of flights, so I just don't bother myself. Sorry, let me put on my seatbelt. Not like I'm firing speed, though. I don't know why this is giving me prompts to put it on. Okay, back to what we're saying. I don't like booking ahead because I often miss my flight. So what I do is I would check all the available flights. I will get to the airport, and while I'm at the airport, I would book online, head over to check-in, and then get in my check-in slip. But I don't book before going, so that way I'm not under any pressure or I don't get to miss. So I got to the airport today. I was supposed to go with earpiece. I missed the earpiece. The flight was 10:40, but I had gotten there 10:37, 3 minutes to take off, and I knew I could obviously not start struggling. Like, I wouldn't want to be in those positions. If I used to be this 9 minutes person, not until I read one documentary on how to catch drug dealers, and then they said those people who often get to book flights at the 9 minutes are often drug dealers. Like, you know, they would come in like it's an emergency. Oh, I've missed my flight. I read it. I did not pay attention. Not until one day I came in, they were just searching me over and over again. I think that was that was Lagos. They were searching me over and over again, and I was wondering, like, what's up now? Like, I have a flight to catch. You guys are over searching me. And when they tumbled everything down, they figured out I wasn't having anything, so no drugs, nothing of that nature. But then I already missed my flight. I think they thought I was a suspect. And then that thing I had read made perfect sense to me. You know, sometimes when you read things, they sound like theories, not until you witness it. And so ever since then, I don't even bother myself anymore with late flights. I will just go in when I know I have a lot of time. So when it was 10:37, I felt, why stress myself? Hold on, I want to reduce this brightness. I was like, why stress myself? Why do I have to stress myself? 3 minutes, I'll start rushing. Now beg pilots. I beg. So I booked the next one. The next one was 12:40, and that was Aero. Aero was supposed to be going like 2 hours later, and so that means I have to stay at the airport for like 2 hours. But I mean, it's cool. So I went to the restaurant because I hadn't had breakfast, and I sat down, ordered for food. I was even yet to eat when I booked online for Aero. Proceeded, they asked me for my OTP. I entered my OTP and I got debited, only for the thing to take me back to the page. Normally when it takes you back to the page after a payment, you get to see your ticket ID, your booking number, like the code you would use to head over to the cashier, to the counter to change it into, checking into your ticket. And it brought me back telling me there is no flight, there is an error. Error, okay. Error for where again, Kwano? I said, Error wants me to have a bad day. I went to my mail, I got a receipt from Squid because I use GTPay. So I got a receipt from GTPay acknowledging my money has been received. I was given a reference code, but then I was not getting a reception from Aero. Aero is actually the one to send me, my booking ID. So that of GTPay was just to let me know, okay, your payment has been processed. The normal me would get so infuriated. I think I did a bit because I couldn't eat the food. I actually left the food, and I was like, what the hell is this? So I have to book another flight now. Like, why? Okay, how do I reach to their customer care? So I went to Fly Aero and I was trying to check the customer care. I couldn't get any customer care number. Their only form of contact was IG, Twitter, and Facebook. The phone number I saw there, I called it. It said the phone number was not in Guinea. There was one English they speak. Either it wasn't in section or it wasn't working. I've forgotten what they said, but it wasn't going through. So the phone number wasn't active. Maybe they switch off their phone numbers over the weekend. I don't know. But if that's the case, why would an airline, like a goddamn airplane airline, not have a customer care you can call? I don't even understand. These people make millions of nairas daily, tens of millions. What is it going to take to employ people and designate them as a customer care support to help your customers? I don't know why everything in this country has to be difficult. And I went to Twitter. On Twitter, I tweeted, I tagged GT Bank because they received my payments successfully. So why didn't the web, I'm a software programmer, so normally when a payment goes through, there's what we call a webhook or like a call link. Like it can actually take you back to the merchant, pass like some details to the API, and let the merchant know that this payment has been validated. So is that from GT Bank? Because GT Bank launched this new squad, which is a payment gateway. So was it GT Bank or was it Fly Aero, which is Aero Contractors? I don't know, but I tagged the both of them and I told them that please, I don't want to start dragging people online. I beg. I'm not even telling you to even refund. Okay, I said refund, yeah, because I would have to buy a new ticket because I wasn't really in for waiting virtually the whole day. So I posted the ticket and I sent it. Now this was like 11 o'clock. It was getting to 11 a.m. The flight was an hour 40 minutes. Like it's gonna be moving by 12:40. So I had like an hour 40 minutes. It was already like 11 a.m. Now the normal Daniel would I don't be calm person, no. When I see people online, if you start calm and they look there and they laugh, like that's what we just go blow your teeth to. I'll be a very violent person. I think that was part of because of the way I grew up, with that love and all that. So I think it's did a whole lot to me. I should actually be a thug, but software programming made me a thug in my computer, not a thug in real life. But then if you find me trouble in real life, I don't mind dying if I could give my life over stupid things. Like I'm this hot-tempered in a way. But I don't know what changed this year. I don't know how it changed. I don't know how I became a better version of myself. But there I found myself not trying to insult Fly Aero Contractor, not trying to insult GT. I was just telling them, please, I would have to book a new ticket. It's not really because the money was there, like not like I'm broke or I've been broke in a long time. But before now, I would have still para, even if I know I could afford, ticket for 100. So I moved over to the counter, and this was me now leaving my food because I just ate a bit. I lost appetite. I went to the counter and I was trying to dialogue. Now you know the way it works in Nigeria now, right? So nobody wants to talk to you. Everybody's sounding like they're too busy. Yeah, that was what happened. I was trying to get someone to give me listening ears so I can tell them I booked online. But everybody seems to be very busy and occupied doing nothing, standing, but just wanting to let other people know that yes, I work with this airline, but I'm too busy doing nothing, so I want to attend to you. And then I learned this new skill from the act of seduction, which is smile. So I smiled to this lady over there and I said, "You're looking very good. I like your shirt. Did you sew it or is it ready made?" She said, "Okay." "No, I didn't sew my clothes." I said, "Okay." I said, "You're very beautiful." "Oh God, I don't say people like you they marry. They had to see me." She said, "No, I still do." I said, "Okay, good. Man, not too much break again. Man, not get down that lane." So I said, "Nah, I just booked online now and they've defeated me." She said, "Would they get a network issue?" I said, "Oh." She said, "Go over to that counter there that I would see some people." And I said, "Counter, okay." I went there. I saw this elderly lady. She was the one who was checking people in. And I saw other people, they were making similar complaints. They were like, "Oh, they paid online, they were been defeated, they couldn't get their booking ID." Like they were basically in the same room as me. And yeah, I was thinking it was peculiar. I don't know if drag GT online or even for Twitter. So it became obvious it wasn't a case of just me. It was like, downtime network issue. And then I started conversing with people there. One person booked 2 tickets for him and his brother-in-law, and they booked through and through. Oh boy, through and through, round trip. Him and the in-law, oh boy, it's in your hand. They won't cry. At least more now leave me one way to Abuja. So oh boy, when you jump people with their problem pass your own, I swear you go first laugh. So I got the laugh. Then I saw this lady as well, similar stuff, and I saw some other people. So I just met the lady. I said, "Mommy, how you doing?" I said, "Man, the pressure is too much on you. How you go carry attention to this people? Should I get you mods? Or do you people drink wine at work?" She just said, please, I don't have your time now." And I just went and I just said, "Okay, I'm going to get you a mod first." And I got one. She wasn't, she doesn't look like she was in the mood. I said, "Okay." Then I stayed a bit, got to my turn. I was conversing with them, and because of how friendly I was with them, they said, "Go next now," even if it wasn't my turn on the queue. So I went there, and the lady said, "You?" Other people are on the queue. They said, "No, man, we allowed him." And then I laughed and I said, "Mom, it's like you don't like me." She said, "No, that there's a queue." I said, "Because I wanted to get you drink now." Someone like he's going through a whole lot. And she said, "No, it's a job." And I said, "Oh, you're the only person on seats. Other people now say they know they don't leave her for you. And people like you will need for this country." And she said, "You see, say every day she comes here alone, she walks alone. The other ones they do like say no concern them, that if she's not here, who will walk?" So automatically I got her at that one. I gave her this "I can relate with you" stuff, and she was happy to complain that her co-workers basically don't even want to stay at the counter that much. And then she helped me process it immediately. Guys, I couldn't believe that this was a network issue, and I was almost thinking of going back to my hotel room so I can come back by like 3 p.m. because the next flight was, I think it was Eric or thereabouts, and that was by 3 p.m. I couldn't really stay at the airport at 3 p.m. Now I would be exhausted, so I wanted to go to the hotel, freshen up, maybe relax up a bit, come back like an hour later, because from the airport to my hotel is like 45 minutes, so I would just go there and relax for an hour. And there I was just saying, "Okay, let me go and approach somebody." Normally before I get pride die, I don't know who get pride past me. And if you follow person talk, arrogant human being, I've done the chat for all of them there now. I will not even see myself now for one forum or one blog because I be chat on. You see how they chat, I know they just chat or they chat they fight. You can wonder if this guy not out. Like, I'm kind of very violent but there I was. I noticed how powerful smile was. Oh boy, smile are very big thing, When everybody tells me smile, smile are very big shit Like, just shining my teeth already, they don't allow me stay for front where I know they go. They explain my thing, give them, and they get serious problem past me self. But just because of the way I was entertaining. Now I don't understand, say pathetic story versus smile. If you give people joy, if you give people a good oral, they would even give. Now I understand why people love comedians. If a comedian is in a particular place, they are ready to even let him go. They're ready to really favor him more because he brought a smile to their face. The woman used the reference code of the payment, tracked it online, gave me a paper, a slip, and told me I should go and use that slip to check in. So I went there, I gave them the slip, and then they gave me my tickets. I never knew it was that easy. And see me, we don't already the plan say I could go back hotel, go stay. So I checked, and I checked it into what's it called again? I checked into I got my tickets. I sat down. I started getting to compare what I would have done before versus what I did. And then I figured out that for real, my life has turned around 2023. I boarded on the flight and I arrived to Abuja safely. Got to the car, went back home, and while I was driving, I was just appreciating the new person I've been. Then this evening, I took a stroll, and I was just thinking about what my dad told me about I should just get the best team to work and forget about involving my ex-wife, which we're going to reconcile soon, into the business. He said he understood I had expectations, and he even told me the average Igbo man doesn't want his wife working. He just wants his wife taking care of his kids. That means it's weird for me to be making emphasis on what's it called again? For me to be making emphasis on having to get someone or get a working partner. But the honest truth is, I planned my life so much around having a woman who would work with me, who would manage my firm with me, who would build generational wealth with me. I pictured myself growing up knowing my partner. I actually planned to be this committed, faithful, focused husband who would always put his wife, then his kids, before his extended family. I made plans that I would build wealth with this person. We would both study together, get lots of degrees, keep learning, because I'm somebody who learns often. And yeah, I think you don't always get what you want in life. So this evening I'm just driving out, wanted to take a walk, and I'm telling myself that I would have to learn how to walk alone, and maybe work with a team I would build. If I'm really going to be honest, what I would want to do, it's not even I don't know, but it's fine. I wouldn't have everything I always want. I mean, I would only get the majority of the ones that I'm able to get. But it would have really been my pleasure if I had that kind of woman. It began to make sense to me why I wasn't really happy in the union. In fact, the major reason I got married was because of work. I wanted someone who would be a partner. And funny enough, I communicated all these things. So I said I would want us to work. I don't know how on earth she just fell out of the most important thing I wanted. I'm not the average guy or the average man who just wants to provide. I actually want my woman being part of the process. So now they're like 2 kids, and I don't know if I would really be there for them at all times, because I would want to really work. It's been my passion to build up generational wealth and to be a billionaire. I would be detached from them. I don't know how I would be able to cohabit staying. I feel I don't know. I think these things are things they can learn, but I think I would really want my freedom to be able to walk, do everything I can do to get everything I want done. I've made so much mistakes getting to find a woman I could walk with. If I see the one that I can walk with, she won't be faithful, because I once got one. if I see the ones who will be faithful and loving, they won't be that work oriented. I don't know how I'll be wishing and hoping and daydreaming of something, and reality is giving me the opposite. There was a point in my life I actually felt I would be a girl. Maybe say homo de my body, but I wanted someone, a partner at all I could just build with. I wanted to build with someone I would get old with, because I'm not really making money now. I'm making money for my old age. I want to build generational wealth. Generational wealth is not the same thing as making money just like that. Making money just like that is, just making money. I want to build something that I'm going to have okec the first, the second, the third, the fourth. You get the picture. And I need someone who will be able to work with me, raise kids to our standard, and obviously you'll be able to raise the kids the way they can take over generational wealth. If you're not someone who is part of the process, what would you be advising them from? Or is it the one that when I now put, you now remove? If I train them this way, you now untrain them, because we both have different ideologies. It's easy to install the same ideology to a child if both parents share the same ideology. But parents with opposing ideologies, often have a mixed family where some kids take over the ideology of their dad and some maybe take over the ideology of their mom. Hold on. But it's beautiful anyway. It's beautiful because I would just keep doing me. I would focus on work, and I will give work everything I can. I would try as much as possible to it has always been my dream. I don't know if I'll be happily married if I'm not having someone who would work with me, because it's always been what I got married for. It's I don't need a woman for even childbearing. I can surrogate. That was what I needed. That is the major reason. Sometimes I just feel it's something I cannot do. Now that kids involved, it's not something you can just press Ctrl Z and you go back. I understand why most billionaires just divorce after a while. I don't know, Sha. Oh no, my dad's perception was a faithful woman. I know, yeah, faithful, trustworthy, yeah, good. I mean, I'm just gonna stay divorced, so the way I'm seeing it, I don't want to be in a position where I won't be happy. It's not gonna make sense. I will provide everything they need for them. I don't think it will work with me. I think marriage shouldn't be endurance. It should be happiness and purpose. We're not saying you're going to be happy all the time, but at least there should be a synced purpose. My own sync and love lies with work. I would not want to be where I'll be enduring. I don't want to be in that space. I love my kids anyway, but I don't want to be like every normal person. I don't want to be like every normal person who goes in, whether it goes well or not, they endure for a while. For me, love is support. I've never loved any woman deeply because she was beautiful or because of one thing. Honesty, yeah. Trustworthy, yes. Those are like the biggest thing. Respect. Respect. You can't respect Joko. Disrespect me. Last time I tried a relationship, just one disrespect, oh boy. I tell the girl every day, say, I need to carry insult Joko. And that was how I went off immediately. That was how the joke. I mean, want the disrespect. I beg you. That's the worst thing you can do to me. If anybody should respect, if there's anybody I have the privilege and the right to demand respect from, it's my own woman. Nobody owes me respect apart from my partner, and then my family. So you can't be my woman, you won't go to talk any Chris. So I carry work come out. So yeah, respect is also one of them. love, support, love, trustworthiness, but you see that support, che, that thing, that one, that be my sugar topping ice. So I think I'll do everything I can. The month of March is almost to an end, and so I just now would do everything I can to provide for them. I'll just focus and work. Maybe if I become a billionaire, I set up all the whole empire, and I build it up with that, my ex-wife, and I'm not remarried then, and she's, for whatever reason, still very much in love with me, and she didn't get to like do anything stupid. Yeah, at that point in time, I've built up a structure. I can come back happily, knowing fully well that my empire is already running. I can't really stomach the fact now that I'll be doing it alone while someone is there in the picture as my wife. It's gonna be conflicting what I've always had as a child. And the funny thing is, even if she wants to start learning these things now, it won't be easy. I just wish she listened to me when I would always want to teach her things. But I want to agree her words, so they be like she did a warrior. Like she doesn't have interest. And I know I can't force her to do anything, because I was once in medical school and I know pass at all. My GP always day low because it wasn't my field. So I feel if something is not yours, if it's not your thing rather, forcing it to be difficult. So I think I've tried. I think I was forcing it. So yeah, that's the month of March. I think I'm just gonna be me. Still divorced, not going back to anything again. Provide, stay alone and work. Let me figure out my future. Let me build up the structure. Let me build up this empire. 2 years from now, 3 years from now, Sira, right? That's how they say it. What would be. I could go if the love is there, connection is gonna be there. I would go. But for now, I feel I need to detach so I can walk. Because seeing her every day, I would still have lots of expectations from her. I can't endure. I don't want to put myself in a position where I have to be using part of my mental health to be enduring anything or try to, Maybe when I've made it and I'm there, I can come back and be doing that. There won't even be need for endurance anymore. So yeah, that's it. Monday is tomorrow, because today is a Sunday, 26th. So Monday, tomorrow. In fact, now I'm still taking medication, so like I still do on my drugs, and I just flew back to Abuja. I no fit even sleep. Now walk in my head like this. Now I want to walk. I can't sleep. You see the kind of person I am, workaholic. I need a rest. What is the next thing to do? I need someone who will be able to match this energy. If not, it will be like I insult person life every day. Because I'm a workaholic. What are you doing? Have you done this? Go me myself. I will tell how they do. And they walk around the clock. So if they close to me, they walk. It will be like, say, I they bully you. I think the last relationship I was in, which is the girl that I respect, they complain every day. He shouts, hey, won't I rest? I say, if you rest now, you're young. When you finally have arthritis at your old age, or when you can no longer walk at your old age, what would you be doing? Have you seen your grandpa rest, or your grandma? Have you seen them walk rather? Don't be resting the rest of village. And now we're young, you don't talk about. You say, hey, but we'll rest more now. So I feel my system is weird, because I trained myself in school and I worked so hard, getting top. So it's already used to me. And except I just have someone who maybe had an inverse or similar experience that made them want to walk, it will be hard for me to cope with someone who wouldn't match this energy. Okay everyone, this is one of the longest gists we ever had. I think I no longer know how to shout anymore, even raise my voice or get emotional. And that's what I don't do now, Can't be like say my emotional feelings don't they know, and I like it. Okay, see you all till next time. This is the dannyokec gist for today. Today we mark confirm on 26th of March 2023. Thank you for joining.